I don't think I've actually shared this, but it was this time last year on the beach in Panama City where the decision was made. I was going to leave corporate America before the end of the year, and to be more specific, by November of 2021. And after that moment of making that decision, the exit strategy was in play. I made sure that I started making opportunities for myself in terms of speaking engagements, making sure that I was creating and being a part of events that was impactful, that allowed me to expand my reach, that allowed me to connect with people who I deemed as my audience. I even went so far as, doing speaking engagements even while on vacation. I was taking Zoom calls, phone calls, just to make sure that I was following my exit strategy to the T. I wanted to make sure that I used every moment before I left corporate America to the most maximum capability, whether that required funding my business, creating events, and creating spaces that allow people to connect with one another, being able to share and market my business, allowing people to connect with one another in ways that had never before. There were some opportunities that didn't go so well, but those were still opportunities that were great. They were still learning lessons. A failure is not a failure is a lesson. And throughout that process, I made sure I took note of every single moment. I even got to be in rooms with other women who were powerful, making moves, being at tables that inspired me to continue to push forward. In the midst of all of this, I also was able to be recognized by influencers that deemed me as a success in the community because all the work that I did behind the scenes. And on the day that I quit, it was as if the floodgates opened. It was at that moment extremely real for me to see that what I am creating, what I did May of last year, is in action. I am doing it, failures, wins, and in betweens. And I made sure that I put the right investments in business coaches and communities that I knew would support me throughout this process because I knew I just could not do this alone. I continue to create content through YouTube, virtual courses, online courses, being able to create content on social media, being able to stay engaged in communities where I knew I could share my voice in specific spaces that made sense for what I was trying to impact. This past year has been amazing. It's been a blessing, and I'm looking forward to much, much more. So continue with me on this journey of entrepreneurship.